Hello again, it's Noob. I recently bought this ABUS LOTO lock just off a picture. I kind of like the look of it. It's a bit different to have one of these wire rope shackles. Just one of those things which, as a lock picker and lock collector, anything that looks a bit unusual, I just like to buy it if I can, if it's not too much money. Now there's a couple of really cool features about this lock, which we'll talk about. But one, just talk about lockout locks in general. This is based off a conversation which I had on Twitter, and the question, which I don't fully know the answer to, so if you do know better than me, please comment below, was how come these locks often are sort of plastic bodied and weak shackled and easy to break away, but usually have very hard cores to pick. And I think there's probably a few things going on here, a number of which I probably don't know the answer to, but I think one, these locks are used to lock out or tag out machinery which is can't be used for whatever reason. Maybe it's a fault, maybe it's a dangerous fault. And these are just used to make sure people who don't have access to perform that maintenance or otherwise power on the machine don't have access to that machine. I believe, I could be wrong, that the soft shackles and bodies are there in case something does happen and you need to turn it off, for example. Then you can break these locks in an emergency because they're not hard, to use a destructive attack on. They're not meant to be uber secure in that regard. So why have difficult cores to pick? Well, I think the prevailing theories are twofold. One, the number of key differs matters. So it's how many different keys with different bittings can you have for a specific lock system. So if you're given a key to a specific lock on a machine to do maintenance on, and you got the wrong machine and the key still opened the lock, that's not good. So by having more key differs and better precise cores, you're less likely to have that accident. Another theory is that, somebody might be tempted, oh, I need to get this work done, I'll just use this machine, to use a non-destructive attack to sneak onto the machine. And these locks, which are a bit harder to pick, just can't be done with your standard tools or a novice. You have to know what you're doing, use the right tools to be able to get that open. Anyway, that's my thinking. And there's another thing with this lock which I think is really cool, apart from the keyway, which I'll come on to. You just look at this key. It appears to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pins. We'll have a look at that in a second. But the keyway is a reverse ABUS keyway. What do I mean? Well, it's clearly an ABUS lock, but the keyway in reverse, and I'll try to do an image flip of this, but it says A, then there's a sort of B, and then there's a U, and then if you use your imagination, that bit could kind of be seen as an S. But it is actually intentional, but this is the reverse. Some of these locks actually, when you look at it this way up, do say ABUS. So it's a reverse ABUS keyway. Kind of cool. It looks like it's 8 pins, but I want to check. So I'm going to get a probe, and I'm just going to put it all the way to the back, quite deep, and just withdraw the probe and see what I hear. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Feels like it's 8 pins. Could be wrong. If you know better than I, then do tell me. But it sounds like 8 as well. I've done it a few times. Definitely sounds like 8 pins springing up. Anyway, let's put this in a vise and just have a go at picking it. Before we pick it, let me show you its operation. I didn't really do that, did I? There is the key. Really nice bitting with sort of some higher cuts and some lower cuts. All these pins do need picking, even if it's just by a smallest amount. It's quite a good precision in this lock. If I open this up, you'll see that, there you go, one side of this just opens up, the other side doesn't. It appears that it's just a sort of sprung catch. You just push it down and it catches. So yeah, nothing really much going on there, but kind of cool. Anyway, let's throw this in a vise and have a pick. So we're in the vise, and this keyway is non-paracentric. We can get an 18,000th medium hook in there quite easily. Use a top of the keyway tension tool just in the top of the keyway like this. And yeah, let's have a go, see where we get to. So just running the tip of the pick through, seeing what we find. Pin 3 I can feel. Nothing on 2, nothing on 1. At the back now, nothing. 8, 7, 6. 5 into a bit of a false set. 4 just tickled. I don't think, yeah, one was fine there. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. All that counter rotation on those, you see, so they're definitely spools. 3, 2 now, I think. I think that worked. Try 8, counter rotation. 7, nothing. 6, nothing. 5, 4. Ooh, so it just hit something to a full set there. So something must not have been quite picked, and I've helped pick it. 3 into a full set. 2, counter rotation again, and we're open. Wow, such a fun lock. Really good feedback. Really nice pick. I genuinely would recommend one of these ABUS 7640s. Really nice. Very good. It's nice to have the extra pins in there. Really enjoyed picking that, and I hope you enjoyed watching it. If you did, do leave a like. If you've got any comments below about how I got the number of pins wrong or how much you like this lock, please do let me know. If you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing. Really helps my channel out. And of course, I'll see you all next time.